Louisiana Beer Reviews Eel River's Amber Ale, 5% alcohol, 13 IBUs. Bought this at Hong Kong Market on Berman Highway, Terrytown of all places. I have reviewed the couple of stronger Eel River beers. I think 3 other beers, but they make an old ale. It's very high alcohol. I think a Russian Imperial Stout. So, but I found this one, Amber Ale. Just that's what it's called, Amber Ale. Certified organic. Now they claim they're the oldest organic certified beer company. They've been around for about 20 years, since the late 1990s. Certified organic by CCOF and the United States Department of Agriculture. And don't see a date, guys. I was looking for a date at Hong Kong Market, but I never could find one. Well, we'll hope for the best. They have an interesting beer selection over there. They have things that most people don't carry around here, at least. They tend to be a little expensive, though, for some things. So just kind of pick around, find stuff that I could tolerate on price. Nice smoke here. You can see a really thick cream-colored head, bone-colored head, I guess. Very cloudy, hazy, sediment filled, lots of powdery sediment here, little tan specks. What is the color? Like an orange, rust color. The sun shining through it, of course, it's brighter with the sun shining at it. It isn't. Don't see sediment at the bottom. The scores for this on Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, and Untapped aren't very good at all. Rate Beer is sort of ridiculous. Like Beer Advocate saying it's okay, like a C. But I mean, Rate Beer's got like a 38 out of 100, something like that. 24 in the style, so they're just saying it's a train wreck, you know. These organic ales, sometimes they can be a little tricky as far as like, they have like an earthy, dirty aroma and taste. Well, I guess that goes with it, but kind of like what I remember my mother buying at the health food store. Now, the ones that really have that health food store smell and aroma, smell and flavor are those gluten-reduced, gluten-free beers like Omission. I didn't go for those too much at all. The aroma, it's like musty barley malt. They didn't have an ingredients list on the website that I could find. I would have taken notes, but I said, why write notes? I don't have anything. Just saying, it's good, try it. Not too aromatic, a little bread crust. Not unusual for an amber ale. The heat is here, okay? You can see how fast the grass has grown. Just 7 days. You can cut it, 2 days later it looks bad, so I gotta get out there in an hour and a half, start. It gets tough in this heat, I tell you. That's the best time to cut it, when you're on the direct sunlight and the heat cuts so easy. Little spiciness, earthiness, little twang that's hard to describe, like a caramel. Okay, it is like some kind of fruit, like, but not what you're thinking with IPAs, that citrus fruit. This is like similar to dates. Dates, prunes, even figs. I don't know how that would appeal to you. Well, when you see these things say organic, then you kind of run into even the Michelob Golden, which to me is better than, has more character than the regular Michelob Ultra. The Michelob Ultra Gold, I mean to say. It's got a little bit of this kind of twang thing, being organic. but it's worth buying. If you want to drink an ultra light beer, pay the extra, I think, yeah, and get the Michelob Ultra Gold. You'll be satisfied, I believe. This one, it's however you want to address it. It's going to be that way. These kind of things, and this is from very far northern California, and that's a part of the United States where they're really into the organic and natural foods and everything. If you're expecting real clean, crisp, it isn't going to be that way. If you're expecting earthy, kind of dirty, natural, it is going to be that way. Sort of a rough cut. Without a date, I don't know, it may not be super fresh, you see, but that could be where that slightly turned fruit taste comes from. I'm not sure, but I think it has probably a lot to do with the organic. Medium to heavy mouthfeel, so it's more full-bodied than you might believe. The finish is like slightly on the sweet side. Yes, sweet. More sweet than dry. So crispness is not going to come into play. Cyclops scale bitterness. At the most, really, it's 1 out of 5 hop cones. Bitterness is not a feature here. So if you're into real bitter hoppy beers, forget it. Just forget it. On the malt scale, the sugar cubes out of 5, it's probably 3 sugar cubes out of 5. So it's a little bit more sweet. And then it's sweet in a natural sugar type way. Like you pay a lot of money for that. You know what I'm talking about, the natural sugar, organic sugar, whatever. I don't ever buy it. I know it's very expensive. So that's what this is. How would I score it? I'll be fair. I think the people ragging on it and hitting it up with bad scores on Beer Advocate and Rapier are trying to look at it as a regular product, not as this type of thing. It's a little honey note also. Raisin, yeah. It's better than average. I'll say a B. Let's say 84 out of 100. It's a B. It's good. Good. Not excellent. Not very good. Just good. I think it's worth checking out if you see it. Eel River. And if you see their high alcohol, they're powerful ales, I would really recommend those. So Les Bon Temps Relais, a B beer, a good beer, and I'm going to end this from California, and I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.